Georgian Wrestling Camp Guys podcast episode 3. This is episode 3 and we are here today with Samer Rawas from
Australia, from Perth.
You came all the way from Australia to here to attend wrestling camps.
I did. It's a long freaking way. It was like 15 hours. Can you believe that? I flew to Dubai and then I went from Dubai over to here, which was around 3.5 hours. But it was great. Yeah, and I think someone else flew from here, from Australia, from Tweed Heads, which I believe is much further. So, yeah.
And he spent more time in flying, right?
Yeah. I think, bloody hell, it must have been like way more than 15 hours. But I'll tell you what, Georgie, it was worth it. That's what I can tell you. It was bloody worth it, you know?
Yeah, people spend 24 hours, 20 hours, 15 hours just to attend this camp from USA, from Australia. And I see more and more people from like far away countries from here. And this is mind blowing to me because to think that you liked my offer so much that you decided to travel this much. Of course, flight ticket wouldn't be that cheap too, but you still decided to come here. This is mind blowing to me.
Well, you know what, Georgie? I think it was just like how easy it was. You know what I mean? I've been looking for like something like this. Since last year, and I just looked on Google. I just looked at just camps. I wanted to do a camp, right? And there was a website. I think you've got a website, and it drew me to your Instagram page. But your one was like one of the easiest ones because it had all the info on it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to be some sort of Olympic athlete. I didn't have to be part of a team. And then I just messaged the Instagram, and you bloody replied within like 20 minutes. I'm like, what the frick? So I just replied, and I looked more into it. I was a bit, hesitant. I'm like, I've never been to bloody Georgia. I don't know what to expect.
And you had never been to abroad as well, right?
No. This is the first freaking time I left the country. To come to Georgia. But it was just how easy it was because I was speaking to you directly. I wasn't talking to some like secretary or receptionist or something. I was talking to the guy who was actually running the camps. So that sort of put a little bit of trust in me. And you also said like you offered to like do some phone calls. You gave me your number and everything like that. So I think that element of trust sort of helped it out a bit. You know what I mean? Because I doubt people are going to fly from the US if they don't trust you or if they don't have some sort of faith in the camps. And the fact that you've tagged the people who have joined before, and you've put up videos of the previous camps, sort of helps people sort of cement that, okay, this is legit, It's not one of those dodgy scams. I was going to get scammed by some scary Georgian, so
yeah, I understand.
Please that doesn't happen.
You mentioned something interesting. You mentioned that it's pretty cool that this camp doesn't ask you to be professional, experienced, Olympian, just come as you are.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even do any. I only did like 2 or 3 wrestling classes. Like, to be honest with you, I actually, in preparation for this camp, I messaged this other guy who I think did your camp, or I think he was promoting something similar. And I told him, dude, how the hell can I prepare? Like, that's how bare basic I was. I didn't even do any of this stuff. And so I rock up here, and it was a bit intimidating. But I was so surprised to see that the way the coach sort of trained us, he trained us in a way where everyone can do the moves. You don't have to be, it wasn't something that you can only be some sort of freak athlete to do it. Everyone can do it. And it was sort of less intimidating after doing my first session, I'll tell you that much.
And of course, you can't do all the moves perfectly. You know how some moves click, some moves just don't click.
Yeah.
But it's important that these are basic moves, which even pros use these moves because, you start with basic, then you go to advanced, and then when you become professional, you go back to basics.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
It does go like that. Hey, I think the only thing that differentiates the pro moves is just how much mobility you have, how much muscle memory you've got, And it really comes out in the warm-ups because, I'm watching these Georgians warm up, and like these guys, I don't know what the hell they feed you people. They're freaking, like there must be something in the water or something. Because I see these Georgians, and this guy's got a full beard, he looks twice my size, and he's 17. Like, Jesus Christ, the fuck's going on? Yeah. And it's just the mobility is crazy because, I see these warm-ups and they've got their neck on the ground, their head on the ground, and they're just rotating 360 degrees. And I look at that, I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do that?
And it looks almost weird when they do that. It's like it's not
It's
human.
not human, mate. It's from Mars, all right? It's from Mars. Oh, no, I'm telling you, that's sort of what threw me off guard. I mean, I sort of expected it, you know. Obviously, there's going to be elite training at the gym, which is a great gym, by the way. Holy crap! Like it was pretty awesome. It was it's got great facilities and it was pretty approachable, you know. The gym that we trained at. I mean, the coaches. It was a language barrier, but I mean, you know, there's a universal language which is like just trying to do some sort of sign language, and the coaches will like come to you and try and give you a hand. You know what I mean? But yeah, like definitely training with like the elite Georgians sort of put things into perspective, because you know I'm thinking like, man, I wish I did this when I was a kid. I wish I did this earlier, because seeing these kids like just looking ginormous and just, they're so fit and they're so strong. You know, it makes you want to be someone like that, you know, and it helps you put a vision, because like when I go back to Australia, I'm going to think, oh man, like these Georgians, they really had it proper. So I want to try and, you know, be like them. You know what I mean?
You know, you mentioned muscle memory, and yesterday or day before I was doing a research, just some silly thing. I was asking ChatGPT how many reps to become good at arm throws.
Oh yeah.
And it said, if you want to be good, 10,000 reps. And I think professionals do even more.
Yeah.
And which is really just muscle memory. And I hear a lot that our coach even mentioned that if your technique is on point, the physique doesn't matter that much. Of course, we're wrestlers, not me, but they're wrestlers. Physique is important, strength, but technique, bro, like it's really technical. It's more technical than people give it credit for.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I mean, that's what the coach was drilling at the start, you know. He was drilling the technique, and he was sort of mentioning that if you don't have that, you don't have a foundation. You can't rely on your brawn for the rest of your like training, you know. I mean, the guy was like, geez, the coach was like a solid 100 kilos.
Yeah.
But when he would like teach you the moves, you can tell how gentle he is, and that's how the technique is shown, because he's purposely just showing you how the move is done, not trying to, you know, out muscle you, and that's pretty important as well. I mean, like I can imagine, like you said, the repetition, 10,000 freaking reps to be a pro.
Yeah.
I mean, you clearly, like these people are just repeating the same thing over and over. It's not about like, you know, oh, I got to be stronger, I got to do this. That does help, but it's just repeating the same thing.
And bro, drilling, most foreigners that say things about our gym or Georgian wrestling, the first thing they mention is like how much importance we put on drilling, right? And drilling is such a humble thing, because you just need to do same thing over and over and over. And it's not like weightlifting when you are like, oh, I have like your muscle grows and you get like ego boost. You just need to drill. Go on the mats, drill. And it's such a humble and disciplined thing to do.
It's like the opposite of an ego boost, isn't it? Because you freaking hop on the mat, and all of a sudden this freaking like the kid just throws you on the mat like you're nothing, like a rag doll, and you're thinking, oh man, oh crap, I'm nothing. Like you go to the gym, you freaking you think I'm so big and strong, but this is the opposite, eh?
Exactly.
It's like that. How'd you find, like, I mean, when did you start wrestling at a later age? I mean, how old were you when you started?
First time I started, I was 21.
21, that's considered late, isn't it? Like,
of course, 100%.
Yeah, right. So you're obviously you've done this, you've started this camp because you knew there was sort of a demand for it. But how hard was it for you as being 21 and just going to a gym and seeing all these youngsters being so much better than you? Were there any other people that were in your shoes that were like started late and they were training with you, or were you by yourself at that time?
You know, I was prepared for it because I know the reality about wrestling, which I say over and over again, that like, if most people, if not all, they start like when they're 10, 6, 11. So I knew pretty much what I was signing up for. And yeah, there were some couple of MMA guys who had never wrestled, but just came to wrestling gym to improve their MMA wrestling. So that made me a little happy at first, and that made me cope with the fact that most wrestlers, when you go to a wrestling gym, most, if not all people, been training for at least 5 years, 10 years. And
Jeez.
yeah, and we had a guy on this gym, he told me that he thought he started pretty late, and he started at 13. And that's considered late.
And that's considered late
Yeah.
in Georgia.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, and it's hard to catch up to other people that start like 9, 8, 6.
So that's sort of what I like as well, because when I came to Georgia and when I came to this camp, what I didn't expect to sort of appreciate was the sense of culture behind the wrestling, you know, because it's drilled into the youngsters very early on, but it's sort of ingrained in your culture. It's almost everywhere really, and everyone sort of likes it. Everyone knows about it. Everyone knows about wrestling. So it's interesting to see a culture like that, because in Australia it's not really like that. I mean, team sports are really big in Australia, like footy and rugby and things like that. But to see something like this being popular in the same way rugby is over in Australia, it's so weird, you know.
You can barely find a wrestling gym in Australia, right?
No.
Or anybody that's like is a wrestler.
Not at all, no. I mean, there's a couple of, you know, Brazilian jiu-jitsu gyms
Of course.
that have like one wrestling class in a week, which I mean, yeah, hey, that's all right. But yeah, no, there's no culture. That's the thing. You need a culture of people that grow up and go and do wrestling, and coaches that have been doing it for 20, 30 years, and they, you know what I mean? And that's what I love about this place. It's just, you just immerse yourself in it.
That's true. Like you go outside, you meet people, and a lot of times you hear, that, oh, you do wrestling? Oh, I was a European champion back then, or like
Just like that.
Georgian bronze in either like freestyle wrestling, Greco, or judo.
Far out. And
Yeah, you can find it anywhere. One time I was at a party, and as a joke, they started playing Georgian wrestling song, and they said they started really spontaneously wrestling tournament.
just in the party.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, it's my time to shine. I take one person down, I take second person down, and people are screaming, yo, bring out Ilya. His name was Ilya too. And this dude took me down in like 3 seconds, and I'm like, who are you, bro? And turns out he was a European Greco-Roman champion.
That's crazy.
And he was just a videographer. But then.
Yeah, right.
So everywhere, my point is, everywhere you go, there's like at least one person.
Yeah, I remember we walked into like the gym on I think third training session, and all of a sudden the Olympic silver medalist just rocks up and starts, doing warm-ups, and everyone's like, wait a minute, hey, that's the guy. Hang on, start putting up an Instagram, start like going like that.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
We searched his Instagram, his achievements was like this. 5 times European champion, like silver. And it's crazy that we train alongside one of the best people in the world, one of the best. And they're just training like 5 meters next to us.
God, yeah, that was like a strange experience in and of itself, because over here there's no sort of hierarchy. There's no, I'm better than you, I'm not going to train with you, get lost. It's like, okay, here, I'm this world champion, I'm this champion freaking beach wrestler. Come, let me show you how it's done. It's like that. Some other places there's a lot of ego, and they don't sort of, they don't want to interact with you because you're a beginner. Yeah. And I've sort of had that before when I went to like some other wrestling gyms back in Australia. And it's really hard for beginners to start, like you said, because we're like, how do I go and find a beginner's class just from scratch for adults? There's nothing like that. It's all for kids, and that's where your camp came in, because there was all of a sudden there was like 20 other people, not really in my boat. They had a lot of experience, but they got the chance to learn it from scratch, which is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like, that's what we need.
It's nice of the trainers as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really grateful of them. Also, bro, I have a follower from Poland, and he said a lot of people have the same story. They look for wrestling, just look, and this guy found a national Polish team, apparently wrestling team, and started training with them. And I'm like, bro, how did it go? Because skill level difference would be so high. And he said that at first few months, you are useful to them because you are like a training dummy.
You're like, yeah.
And if you are persistent and if you stay disciplined, you're gonna learn some things from
Yeah.
being a training dummy. And then you have like you get better at training with them, etc.
Yeah. Look, it's you have to accept being a beginner. You know, you can't just. I mean, a lot of adults don't really want to start something new because they're just scared of being that beginner. You know what I mean? They don't want to be that guy who, they may have some like career accomplishments. They may have some academic accomplishments. In the back of their mind, they're like, oh, I'm a somebody. But then they come to this gym and they don't know anything, and all of a sudden they're down here again. And not a lot of people like that, you know. But it's good that there's people that take the jump. And they want to, you need to have that mindset of, I want to be a beginner, it doesn't matter, like I'll just fail, who cares? I'll get thrown around, I'll be a ragdoll, just stuff it. At least I'm learning something.
Especially MMA guys get humbled a lot. Like sometimes pros come, like amateurs, and they think like, MMA guys have the highest ego, like biggest ego, because MMA is the coolest sport, right?
Yeah.
But bro, like skill level difference, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's wrestling, but still, it's really funny to watch that like they don't stand a chance with wrestlers.
Yeah, no way. Like proper. Like, mate, I'm telling you, I got thrashed by this. I don't know if it was like 18 or 17. I got thrashed. You know, I couldn't even see like the moves. I was almost blinded, and how quick they move. You know, I mean, I practiced with people who, like, in the camp who weren't wrestlers, and sparring with them was, I mean, relatively, like, straightforward, you know. But going to these people who know, like, they can read you like a book, and every move is like a chess piece. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm not even training. I'm just their ragdoll. Like, I'm not even doing anything. They're just throwing me around, you know. One thing I wanted to ask you, what was the culture shock like between, like, the camp members that came here? Like, what are some of the most common culture shocks that people have told you as part of this camp when they came to Georgia, especially for the first time?
About Georgia in general?
In general, yeah.
I got some questions that every foreigner asks me.
Yeah.
And I even made like small reel, but I will repeat that. First of all, they ask about cars. Why are drivers so crazy? Why all the cars are missing bumpers? Why some cars have steering wheel on the right and on the left? Have you noticed that?
Some of them got mixed.
Then they ask me questions about Georgian people, like why are we don't smile, we might seem little bit unfriendly, not gonna lie, especially like if you become friend, we know good friendship, but we are more closed. I think so. We wear black a lot, black color. Those are the main ones.
Mate, I'm telling you, the first time I landed in Georgia, it was the biggest culture shock. I mean, for me at least. You know, coming from Australia where people are a lot more talkative, you know, they talk to each other. I come to Georgia and I'm wearing a freaking t-shirt on the plane. I look outside, it's snowing. That was the first red flag. I was like, crap, I'm not even prepared, you know. I have like 2 jackets, that's it. I come out of the airport and it's like I'm in opposite land, you know. Everything is a complete opposite. I mean, one of the funniest things I remember is everything here starts later. You know, I mean, it's like 11 a.m. is when life starts. People start moving.
Dude, our training starts at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
People are so surprised. And
I know.
I know one guy asked me like, why does it start at 11 a.m.? I'm like, bro, is it too early? Like, do you want to move training? No, we want training at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
But it's like the sun rises at around 8:30 over here. And the first time I rocked up, the first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to see the sunrise. And I wanted to see it from somewhere high. So I looked, okay, there's the mother of Georgia. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. So I'll just start walking. I don't really like to make any plans when traveling. Like I just wanted to go. I'll just see how it goes. I'll just pick somewhere. I'll go there and I'll make it happen. And so I went to this convenience store. It's called Spar, S-P-A-R. It's very common here.
Yeah.
And poor lady, I walk in, I'm like, hey, how are you? You know? And then she looks at me because she's just woken up and she was like this. She was like that. And I ask her, where are the sandwiches? And she says, they're right in front of you. I look in front of me, I didn't know anything. I didn't know like the sandwiches were in like bread rolls instead of sliced bread. And I just looked like a complete idiot. Like I was rocking around like a big grin on my face.
Yeah.
And everyone's wondering why the fuck are you smiling so
Bro,
much?
I'm Georgian. I'm gonna admit it right now, right here. Georgia has to have some of the worst customer service ever. Service workers or business owners act like they don't want you here. They want you in their business. And it does. Some people think that, oh, is it because I'm foreigner? No, bro. I'm Georgian. They give me the same treatment.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
You have to get used to it.
You say hi, they don't say hi back. You say thank you, they're like, They just come, a lot of people communicate with like grunting.
Yeah. And no one really does small talk. I mean, it's just, yeah, hi, thank you, how are you? That's it. That's done with. I mean, over time, you get to appreciate it. You know, it's straight to the point. I mean, what more could you want? You know, but no, I sort of that's what shocked me a bit. It was pretty funny because you know every place I went to, it was like I was trying to start a conversation, but they look at you like you're obviously I'm a foreigner, but like they look at you like you're an alien or something. You know.
But to be honest, you do look Georgian.
You reckon? Oh, fine. I got that because I'm Lebanese. So I got it, mate. I got the nose. That's what I got. Far out. Yeah, that was interesting. It was interesting interacting with Georgians. I liked it. You know, it's you learn something. And the food, fucking hell, the food's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Far out. The King Harleys, the Lobiani.
People say it has too much carbs and not that much protein, but I don't know. If you are too deep into like nutrition and everything, you might not like it. But like if you just eat food, I think it's good food.
Once I wanted to because there was a lot of like bread and I remember one time I thought, okay, you know what? Let me just embrace it. I'll eat what's given to me and I'll see how I perform. Okay, and so I was given this giant freaking plate of what looked like spaghetti and mince and like some sort of herbs. I'm looking at this thing, it looks like it weighs half my body. I'm like, stuff it. I'm freaking gonna eat this thing. And it was like just before evening training, and I ate it and I felt like crap for the first half hour. And then all of a sudden I just felt energetic, you know? And like when I went to training, I was just, maybe that's it. Like you need a lot of carbs right before training, because it gives you that energy to perform. I think that's why there must be some wisdom behind it, you know? You Georgian eating a lot of bread, surely.
Yeah, but honestly, what I hate about nutrition and healthy eating and everything is that there's so much conflicting opinions. Like you hear something, this is bad, another guy will tell you, oh, here's my scientific data saying that this is actually good for you.
Yeah.
Then some guy has new study that, oh, it's actually killing your gains.
Oh my days.
I'm like, what do I believe, bro?
You just gotta, all of a sudden you find yourself like switching diets like 20 times in a freaking month.
You don't even know what to believe, and every product is trying to poison you. Apparently, even natural things are not that good for you. Like, what do I eat?
Oh, that's
How about I die?
That's why I just shut up and I just, you know what?
Yeah.
You guys must be onto something. You got freaking 17-year-olds with giant beards and fucking muscles. I'm gonna do what you guys are doing. You know, I'm gonna see if it works. All right? Yeah, far out.
Jokes aside, I just nowadays try to just avoid. Like this one thing has to be clear, just processed sugar is not good for you. And
all processed food isn't good for you.
Yeah. Like food needs to be real food.
Yeah. But like, even when I came to this camp, I mean, food was awesome. Like we got the catering that we got, and I tried as much as I can not to have like outside takeaway, you know, processed crap, because like, I mean,
I understand sometimes you crave it.
You do, you do. Yeah. Like you gotta like, I'm here. I want to see like what this stuff can do to me. You know, I don't want to mess it up by eating all this rubbish. You know, I'll have like juice and like stuff here and there. I binged a lot on like little snacks after training a little bit, but that's the most I ever did. You know,
bro. Honestly, wrestling camp is not easy. Attending all this training, so I think it's okay to like cheat a little bit and cope however you can cope.
Yeah.
But also on these meals, I actually told the lady that works in the kitchen, I don't care what it costs. I just want a lot of eggs and a lot of meat. That's
Oh, yeah.
it. So that like nobody could ever say that, oh, we are out of meat or
No one can complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because honestly, people that come here to my camps don't ask for a lot, bro. I just noticed. Before I started it, I would think that yeah, they're gonna be super demanding, but then I realized they don't ask for a lot. They just want good training and good protein-rich diet. That's it.
What have you, since first starting the camp to now, what are some things that you've changed based on what the people want? Like you said now, like, oh, they just want training and like a good diet,
Yeah.
and that's about it. Like, what did you try to offer at the start that you found, like, oh man, why am I even bothering with this? Like, no one wants this.
Mostly I focused on the training. So if training is on point, I just realized if trainings are on point, two trainings a day and good trainings, then I did my job because this is called the wrestling camp and everything else is a bonus.
True.
This is one thing. Second thing is that before I started running camps, I was actually pretty incompetent in like nutrition. Like I didn't know much about like proteins, carbs, etc. So, but the guys that came here, like they all, if some meals didn't have meat, they were like, "What is this, Georgie?" And for me, it was normal that some meals don't have meat, but then I realized that yeah, athletes need meat. Most of the of course I get some vegans as well, but most of the times people demand meat. So that's another thing. Like I need a lot of meat. Period.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, like small changes in activities. Spa is the same all the time, and I think people love it. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, it was nice.
Jacuzzi?
It was nice. Hey.
Jacuzzi.
Oh, it was honestly like, because it was like Tbilisi, Georgia in general, like it's famous for its sulfur baths.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how it's also ingrained in the culture. Like you see them everywhere. Like I'm in Tbilisi, a sulfur bath here, sulfur bath there. It's like something that, like wrestling, it's in the culture and people are ingrained into it. So it was nice to get immersed into the culture while I was here.
And it's a gift from God because it's nice, it's hot and nice, and it's healing, bro.
It's socializing as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, one thing I found here is like, it's normal to just go with your mates and just go to this sulfur bath and just sit down with your mates and just have a chat.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Australia, they'll think like, are you fruity or something? What's going on? Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna go to a freaking spa and sit down.
That's such a good point because now I had this thought that wrestling camp is actually like kindergarten in a way that, you know how in kindergarten you were like, bro, you are so fast, I wanna be your friend. Like it feels the same. Like you can just go to anyone and talk about anything.
Yeah.
You will become buddies here. And I love that, bro. I love that bonding, community, friendship we have, training together.
You know what? God, I can't remember where I saw this, but I saw that the best way to make friendships is either through shared experiences, or like
Eating together.
like shared community experiences, or some sort of suffering.
Yeah.
Like you're suffering
Like
together.
training.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got both of them. You got your training where, oh crap, I'm suffering with this guy. Oh, we both got to get up. We've got to get on with this warm up. Come on. And at the same time, we sit down, we eat together. We go do stuff together. Like I made some heaps good mates here, you know.
Yeah.
And these people like from all around the world. Like where in the world can I go and have like 20 people gathered from all around the world and sit down and be friends with them as part of like a shared experience? And I'll still get in touch with them, and all of a sudden, I've got an excuse to go to freaking France or like to Spain.
Bro, I can go anywhere nowadays, and I have friends everywhere. And what I love seeing the most is like camp ends and like people, like camp members, keep being each other's friends, and I see them meeting up again. I'm like, bro, because like some people have started like helped each other get a job, etc. Trained together, and like this because something I organized caused this makes me really happy.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, that's like back in the like networking and stuff and meeting people for business or like finding a job. Like back in the day, you didn't go, like it wasn't that formal, Nowadays it's like, I have to wear a suit and tie, I have to go and press. Back in the day, it wasn't formal. It was just like, oh, hey, I met you in the coffee shop. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I do this. Oh, this and that. Like this, it was similar to what we experience here, Like, yeah, I met these friends through this camp. But if I ever need someone like, who did a job that people in the camp did, I can just hit this guy up. Yeah. If I'm in this country, I need a guide. Hey, dude, come here. I'm in your city. Like, fuck,
exactly.
Help me out. That's sick, man. Like, I think if there's a key takeaway out of this, if people don't really like wrestling and they don't really like sort of, martial arts, but they want to make friends, dude, just come to this camp. Because you're gonna do stuff, even if you don't like martial arts, you're gonna experience it.
That's John Park. You remember John Park?
Yeah.
He had zero martial arts experience. I think he had zero sports experience in general, maybe something in childhood, and he just came here YOLO, and like everybody loved him. He made amazing friends, and he actually pushed himself and learned something new.
Yeah, of course. If people there can do it, like if people in your camp are accomplishing things, of course I can do it.
No, but nowadays really there's a lack of community. Everyone knows lack of community. So-called male loneliness epidemic.
Oh, tell me about it.
No, but that's actually true. Like, no, people have no friends. I can admit I didn't have friends at some point in my life. And I think what I have caused, at first I thought it was just wrestling, but it's something more and something bigger. It's like community, it's a movement almost.
It's like, you're right about, like me, I was in a really good place when I was looking for these camps. I was looking for an escape, and you're right, there's not much community nowadays. Like, how do people, because everyone's glued to their phones, there's this a disparity between like generations, because how can like these like sort of elders help share their knowledge with the younger generation if there's no way for them to interact? Like, how am I going to go find this wrestling gym, where I can find a coach that's like done this for 30 years if there's no like medium for that? I can't just go online and type that because I probably can't find that gym online. And I tried, I couldn't find the gym online. So how can people go and if they don't have any friends, like, you're just going to be stuck in a cycle. And it's good to have this camp because it's there's no prerequisites for it. Like I said before, don't need to be a free athlete, don't need to be like this household name. I just hit you up on Instagram, and it's a fair price to pay for what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting like hotel, accommodation, meals, friends to hang out with, a guide, free shows around the city, and training, like all in one. It's all taken care of. All I have to do is just rock up and do it. Like, where else can I get that?
Bro, what you said is so interesting about being stuck, because if you are in a bad state, you can get stuck, and like you want to get out of your comfort zone, but you might not have anyone to like go on to fishing with or go to the mall or something. And I feel like even if you have nobody, you can just come here. So you don't need anyone.
Dude, it's a big issue in Australia right now. I mean, even in Perth, I see a lot of people posting, I've lived here for like 15 years and I still don't have a solid friend group. I don't have any friends. This is in Perth, right? And just, I think that because of like the countries that are really digitalized, like Australia, where people spend more time on their phones or on social media, and where it's not common for people to socialize outside of the digital space, they get lonelier and lonelier, and they get more miserable, and they get more stuck because there's no way out. Like, I see this all the time in Australia. There's like people try and join these events, these sports. Have you heard of social sports? It's like where people sort of, there's groups of people playing a certain sport, like basketball.
Running clubs?
Yeah, running club. That's an example as well. Like one of the ways to meet people.
I heard like running club is not about running. It's about
yeah, it is. It's freaking. It's a weird dynamic. I mean, I haven't done it. Like, I've just heard from people who have.
No, I'm not saying it's necessarily bad. It could be a good thing. I'm not sure. I've never been on running, like in a running club or something. But
it's got a reputation where, if you go to a run club, you're just there to meet girls or something. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, in this. What's it called in this birth rate? We do need more running clubs.
Run clubs for Georgia, started by Georgie. He's gonna make it happen. Oh my days. But yeah, like, people are resorting to these. They call it third space. You go to work, you go home, but there's no more third spaces. People back in the day, they used to go hang out at a coffee shop, they hang out.
And it was normal to go and meet strangers in this type of place.
Of course.
Right? But nowadays you can't really do that.
Of course.
It feels like everybody wants to be left alone, and at the same time they complain about being alone. Like, it's paradoxical to me.
It is. It just cycles even more. It makes it worse because like you can approach a stranger and say hi, okay? And in Australia, if you do this, it's very like superficial. It's very face value. Like, if I meet you somewhere, like let's say at a social sports club, and I say hi, and like I try to, hey, like let's find some common ground. Let's go do something. It's really hard to do that. I mean, back in the days, I can imagine it was a lot easier. But that's where this camp sort of helps bridge that divide, because I wouldn't say you're forcing, but you've got all these people and you just put them together, and they're forced to cooperate, and in doing so, they become friends. That's what people are missing. Have you found other people doing something similar to what you're doing? I mean, I haven't really looked into it this much, but I mean, knowing you must have done some more research.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, like, wrestling camp is not really an original idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I do it a little differently, but there are wrestling camps. Another wrestling camp in Georgia, in Dagestan, there's wrestling camp.
Yeah, I heard about
that. In USA, I don't know there are wrestling camps, but yeah, they seem good, to be honest. Like, I just never attended, so I don't know the insides and outs.
Yeah.
In terms of wrestling, it has to be really good, because in those places, wrestling is really good. I'm just not sure if they're as open as my camps are, meaning that if they accept beginners. Otherwise, they look good, but I'm just not sure if they accept beginners. Just you know how welcoming my camp is? Like, I'll just accept anyone that's respectful and like determined to train, right? And friendly.
I think as well, it's also about accessibility, because you posted about your camp. It's easy to find your camp because you have Instagram, whereas all these other camps, you go to a website that's 20 years old, and I saw like this Greek martial arts camp, and it was just this website that was like 20 years old, and there's no way for me to find out how to sign up, who to get in contact with. It's like, why is it so hard? Like, that's why you're almost so easy, because I can just message your freaking Instagram, and your head will pop up and you'll reply back,
Yeah, and I think it's it works for me that I'm Gen Z, so I know how you guys operate. I know you guys really like. I know I'm exactly my target audience, right?
That's it, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
like you guys.
Yeah.
And like I know all the trends, memes, Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, social media. While that somebody in Greece, Bulgaria might be amazing wrestler, like Olympian, but if you don't know how to market it, then yeah, you can sell it, right?
Yeah.
That's a huge problem in wrestling. Like we got amazing wrestlers, but they are not doing well because they just don't know how to sell. They know wrestling, but they don't know how to market or how to sell.
You think is something? I mean, from your experience running these camps, what's something that you can improve in these camps going forward?
That's a good one. Honestly, I'm always open and always asking for more improvement, more feedback. And I don't want to sound arrogant, but like my guys just don't tell me what I need. They're like, bro, it's good. Like,
I mean, that's sort of a good pointer as well. I mean, if people are telling you it's good, then you just push in that direction. Just keep going. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
You know?
only this camp because it was winter, it was snowing.
Yeah.
Some people suggested that it would be better if we had like maybe minibus to the gym because it was hard to go like walk to the gym.
I like that, to be honest. I like walking there in the snow. Like that was sick. It felt like you're in a freaking Rocky movie, like you know, Rocky 4, when he goes to freaking Russia and starts training.
Yeah.
That was sick. And especially like I was walking with like all the guys as well.
Yeah,
So that's freaking awesome.
That's why I'm hesitant to get transferred to the gym because I have noticed sometimes I drive to the gym and I'm like, bro, come on, I'm going to drive. No, bro, I want to walk.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times. I just accepted that many guys just prefer to walk.
Yeah, yeah.
It helps them warm up and cool down after
Yeah.
training, right? That's why I'm hesitant to add something.
And you know what? I think it's also good that you hesitated because you don't want to make the thing feel too commercialized.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to make it feel, okay, 8:30, get on the bus, go there, do this. It's like I want to go on a fucking adventure, dude.
Yeah.
I want to walk. Like
it feels more authentic.
does.
Remember the first day, we literally couldn't walk.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
And some Georgian guy let us go into his yard
Yeah.
and use his bridge or whatever.
Dude,
it was cool, bro.
Yeah, like I think that's what people sign up for, a fucking adventure. And that's something you got to keep in mind. Because like if you make it, and I think maybe that's like what the other camps are doing, like it's just too commercialized, you know? Because if you just make it like too robotic, it's like, oh man, I could have just done this anywhere, you know? But coming here, it's like, oh man, let's go for a walk. Let's struggle.
And if anybody wants to drive there, Bolt is really cheap. Like,
yeah,
it's disgustingly cheap. It's dirt cheap for real. Like
it's like five Larry to get
gel,
there.
which is not even €2 or $2.
Yeah, it's not even $2. Like where the hell can you even?
And you are usually like 4 people, so you like divide by 4.
It's like one Larry
so
each.
yeah, I recommend people to get Bolt all the time. And at first, people are like, bro, do we need this? Because if you're coming from Germany, you are used to Uber. That's like €100 for 10 kilometers. That's why they're like hesitant. But no, you need Bolt in Tbilisi, Georgia. It's really useful.
It's like it's equivalent to the cost of public transport.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like you're just paying 5 Larry.
Sometimes it's cheaper.
It's cheaper than public transport. I don't know how to make it work, man.
And right here, right now, what would you say I could do to improve the camp?
Gee, that's a freaking tough one, man. You asked me a lot, you know. And to be honest with you, like I'm just trying to think of, you know, what's something I didn't really like. Look, I'm not going to complain about. Like, dude, this is a freaking awesome place. This hotel was awesome. We got meals 3 times a day. It was good food. Like you know, we shared rooms with our like teammates, which helped us like you know get along with each other. It was cool to sort of live side by side with people you're training with. Geez, honestly, like I'm just trying to think. It feels like I'm like bugging you or I'm complaining if I'm saying stuff that I don't
But
like.
you know me, right? I'm not like defensive. I'm not getting defensive. I'm not insecure. If I'm asking this, I'm genuinely trying to improve your experience because I want you to live happy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I guess if there's nothing, you don't have to force yourself.
I think, you know what? I want to say one thing. I think it would be good if, I mean, we already got the chance to train with Georgians, like in the evening trainings. But if there was the opportunity, I'd say to travel to different gyms, that would have been cool. It would have been pretty awesome. It's not something that's like a deal breaker. Oh, crap, I'm stuck in one gym. But it's like if I was given the option, okay, like for let's say for 5 days, we're going to go to this one gym, but we're going to do 2 days over there. Let's go see how they do it. You know,
Like different wrestling gyms.
Different wrestling gym. That would have been cool.
Actually, one of the trainers gave me that idea recently. I
yeah.
never had that idea. And he said that once it gets warmer, like we could travel to other towns even to go to their gyms, which would be pretty cool because there are some good proper wrestling towns in other cities and towns in Georgia.
Yeah.
It would be cool. But similar thing we did here is that we had multiple trainers doing their trainings. And our main trainer, Vaso, he told me that, Georgie, so we will be 3 or 4 trainers and we're going to be taking turns, right? Because you might be bored of one type of coach. Like you get to try another one, another one. And something is gonna click.
Yeah, I love the coaches, man. Like, it's just so iconic, you know, like having these guys like come teach you and show you the ropes. I liked as well that before we started, we went to like gymnastics. We did a gymnastics session before we trained at camp. Like I found that pretty cool. Like it's not something I would have done, but it's like, man, I walked in there and
it's something different and it's a pretty cool gym.
It's an awesome gym, dude. It's fucking awesome. I'm keen on going back on Monday. The coach is 77 years old. And he was running rings around us. He was doing front flips and shit. I'm like, dude, if he's like that, I want to be like that. You know? That's what I like here.
Now, gymnastics is always so cool to try something new that maybe you have seen in your phone or on TV or something, and you just get to try it. And I think as a man or anyone, like as someone that's focused on growth, you should be always looking for like opportunities to try something new. And that's exactly what you did, bro, when you signed up for this wrestling camp. Because it's like I say this all the time. It takes to be a different person to sign up on something. Like you are a different person. You know?
It's like a different type of breed.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it sounds crazy. I mean, if I just tell a random person, oh yeah, dude, I just went to a wrestling camp in Georgia.
Yeah, come with me.
Like, what the fuck?
No, yeah.
It's just in the moment it sounds crazy, but honestly, when you jump into it, there's nothing like it's really easy. I mean, if you just go through the barriers of just finding out how to get places, how to pay for things, just having a guide. Honestly, it's not really that scary. Like the start might be scary, but dude, like, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. I mean, mate, in Australia, there's like 2 different types of people. There's a person who's like went to freaking 50 different countries. You know, went to Bali, went to Malaysia, went to like freaking Europe, and there's a person that's never left their freaking suburb for 20 years. And I kid you not, I met people like this. Like I met people who just they stayed in the same suburb and they probably never gone to the city in 15 years. And then when they go there, they're like, oh wow, this place changed. Oh geez, I never remember that was there before. Like you're in your own country, dude.
I would say most people are like that, man. Like they're not interested in having an interesting life or growing.
I wouldn't say that. I'll just say that they don't really have a reason to go to another country or just go see somewhere different. They're just happy in their life, which that's okay, you know. But I mean, like once in your life, you got to just do something that's out of the blue.
I mean, I understand. Like maybe there's some circumstances you couldn't manage to travel. Maybe you didn't have money or something. But you gotta be doing something. You have to, like one thing you have to. You don't need money. I think you don't need skills. You don't need anything. You only need determination. You only need will.
And just showing up. Show up.
Yeah. You just need to want it.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can have everything zero, but you just need to want things.
At least just go on a road trip or something, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was to give any advice for people who are like on the edge, on the border of joining a camp, I'd say, dude, just pay the deposit. It's like 100 euros. Schedule the camp for like 4 months, 3 months, whatever. You'll save up enough money to pay for the camp anyway. And by the time you do it, it's like, you'll be so thankful that you prepared for it.
And I don't ask money up front, right?
No, you just ask for a deposit.
Yeah, it's like minimum.
That's just 100 euros. Yeah, it's like, I mean, you might as well just pay it now and just save up for it by the time you get to the camp. You might find it intimidating that it's Georgia. It's a country that normally Australians go to. But dude, you helped us out big time. I mean, you showed us how to pay for things. You showed us how to get around. You helped us around in getting around. You helped us like in talking to like different locals and navigating things. I mean, that's really what people need. Like they just need someone to show them in a place. Otherwise, if you just go alone, it's really hard. But having someone like you, that's it, mate.
Thank you, bro. It was amazing conversation.
Amazing. No worries, dude.
I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate you for coming here, and it was amazing, man.
No worries, dude. Thank you. Me handshake.